Parliament Hill to their constituencies, MPs cover a lot of ground. There are so many facets to their role. We caught up with Conservative MP Mike Wallace in his Burlington, Ontario riding, and like most MPs, he covers a well-worn path in more ways than one. At the crack of dawn, on any given morning, you may come across MP Mike Wallace going the distance on foot, a far cry from the more than 1,000 kilometers he travels by car between Burlington and Ottawa almost every week, but all part of his regular routine.
I have a goal to run a marathon in each of the 10 Canadian provinces.
He's run in 4 provinces so far: PEI, Ontario, Saskatchewan, and Quebec.
Depending on what I'm training for, but if I'm in a maintenance program, I'm running about 4 days a week. That'll be about anywhere from 5K to 15 kilometers, and that's maintenance. But then I have a 14-week schedule where you build up for a marathon.
He notes running a 42-kilometer marathon is somewhat of a metaphor for the endurance required to be an MP.
In this job, you have to plan your time management. You have to set a goal. As an MP, you can be involved in a plethora of issues, but you have to be kind of focused if you're going to be effective, particularly in Ottawa in certain policy areas.
He adds people are surprised to learn how long and busy an MP's day really is.
There's a thought that you go down there and you go to question period for an hour and you sit in your office all day. Well, I have a program that allows, if you get to Ottawa, you come and spend the day with Mike Wallace in Ottawa. And that day normally starts around 8 o'clock in the morning with a number of events, and I'm still in my office at 10 at night normally. So I think the biggest surprise to people is how busy the actual position is while you're in Ottawa.
The former Burlington City Councillor was elected to the House of Commons in 2006. He's vice chair of the Government Operations Committee and is an associate member of several others.
My role in that position as vice chair is I'm the lead person on the government side of that committee. I also am on the industry committee to talk about industry issues that we do. The associate member aspects basically means that I'm entitled to sit in and be a voting member on all those other committees.
We later dropped by the Burlington Senior Center, which has received some federal funding.
It was like a $20,000 investment there. We were able to provide a proper kitchen for them to provide meals and services to shut-in seniors who don't get out much. And it's a great facility that is a focus for seniors for recreation, for education.
Of approximately 120,000 residents in this urban riding, a growing number are seniors.
We have a very large seniors cohort in my riding. It's almost about approximately 45% of my riding is 55 or older. So it's a very, the issues that I see in my office are often to deal with something to do with seniors.
The mostly residential riding's unique geography also makes it a prime place to live in Canada, with easy access to Lake Ontario, including a large sand beach at the south end and the Niagara Escarpment in the north.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Wallace next joins city officials and artists for the opening of the new gas-fired kiln at the Burlington Arts Centre, home to the country's largest ceramic art collection.
What do you want to talk about on the web exclusive?
Always eager to update constituents on the work he's doing on their behalf in the nation's capital, Wallace later joins host Mark Carr at Cogeco Cable for his monthly taping of the Ottawa Report.
It's easy to talk about issues and policy and all that, but if you don't actually take action and do something, nothing will happen, and that's exactly what the marathon. If you think you can run a marathon and don't train and plan for it, and then you go and try to do it, it will be a very difficult task.